A Midwest high school is where we begin. John is a hacker, not scared to get in and keep out of reach from his parents again. Cause he was a nuisance, at least that's what they said. Or they shouted when being abusive, but this wasn't typical. Cause most of the time the abuse he received had been physical. A healthy teenager, changed to the minimal. 85 pounds on his frame made it pitiful. Alive in his mind, he nurtured a trust, cause that was the only thing they couldn't touch. He took up hacking to push away comatose pro code, exploits, races and overflows. He made two friends named Mike and Tim, and come to find out they were just like him. Waiting, yet another weekday, the kind that he hated. Thinking about rootkits and hooking to start. The teacher walked by with the terms report cards. One more quarter, but this was a sight. Shocked cause his grades were the hex code for white. An F in each class means he wouldn't pass. His parents were certain the punishment for that. Terrified of going home and facing the facts, John, Mike, and Tim made a plan and it hatched. The school had an Oracle database saved. They would hack with a 0 day to clear away grades. Commit on an update to setting straight A's. The parents would never know, then they'd be amazed. Thought about alternatives, but they refused it. Tired of seeing John at school with new bruises. Day at school, palms still sweating, try to act cool, calm and collected, called to the office in second bell class. The IDS logs had seen their attacks. Police came in with cuffs for arrest, took them and booked them in front of the press. The DA and judge had to make an example, so they came down hard with the sentences handled. Mike went to court with terrified fears, locked up in juvie for 2 more years. Tim pleaded out, he knew what the verdict is, placed in a home under social services, alone in his own, not a lot to share. Locked in and scared under foster care. He called John's parents, but they wouldn't speak, cause John went missing at the end of last week.
This attack being at the root, very, very dangerous.
Was apparently aimed at taking down the entire internet.
The FBI today said it was investigating the new attacks.
This is a very expensive, very organized, highly detailed organization. Who would go after such a large piece of infrastructure? We honestly have never seen something quite like that.
The FBI and other law enforcement agencies are investigating an unusual and sophisticated cyber attack that took place yesterday.
They are thieves, or they would be thieves if they could.
Great about what we were seeing is that
often leads to deadly crashes.
Usually these types of attacks target a company or a government's webpage.
Kind of a big day of shock.